Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Wednesday Wisdom. My name is JB Hilliard and this is our mini sidebarred weekly video segment. And if you don't know what sidebarred is, that's our monthly newsletter. And you can sign up right down here to get that straight in your inbox. And I promise you I won't spam you or anything like that. But in the meantime, this week I want to talk very briefly, because these are meant to be quick, very briefly about codicils. Now, you may have heard the term and you may be familiar with it or you may not, but a codicil is basically an amendment or an addition to a will. So when you have just a small change here or just a couple things you want to do or a couple things you want to take out of your will, instead of redoing the entire will, you can execute a codicil. The thing to keep in mind though with that is, so this is an additional document that is attached to that will. So there are two main things to keep in mind with that. First, you should, and I would say go as far as saying you must, refer back to the will that it is amending or changing. And so you want to make sure this is to amend Section 5 of my last will and testament dated January 1st, 2018, something along those lines. And then the second thing to keep in mind is that when you do that, even though it's just an amendment to change a part of it or just to take out a part of your will, it still needs to be executed with the same formalities as if you were doing a regular will. So that means you have to sign it in front of two witnesses, and they should be uninterested witnesses. In other words, they should be objective witnesses where they're not getting anything in your will or in the codicil. And then if you are including a self-proving affidavit to that, then that part needs to be signed off by all three of you and notarized. So you just want to make sure the same formalities are in place, even if you're just doing that amendment to your will without having to redo the whole will. So you have that as an option, and just keep that in mind as you're moving forward and taking care of these things now versus later. Thank you very much. And as always, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.